Welcome back to the Piney Woods Homestead, y'all. We're gonna make a raised bed today out of some of this white oak that I milled the other day. Guys, thanks for stopping in. Hit that like and subscribe if you hadn't, and if you have, as always, we appreciate you. Let's get on with this building project. Y'all, the first thing we got to do is get all of our lumber cut. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of cruise through that, and then when we get to actually putting this thing together, I'll give you dimensions and explain a few things about white oak lumber and why it's so good to use for a project just like this. Y'all, I thought I'd use the trailer deck since it's really the flattest spot that I have other than the garage to put something like this together. And if you hear anything, that's Lisa splitting firewood on the old wood log splitter over there. Thin Blue Beast as we call it. It's a modified oak series. Some people have asked, what's the custom in your build? Well, our hydraulic tank is twice as big as what the standard, it's called a maple, is what Bobby is building now. That's kind of spec'd out to ours, but it's going to have a 20-gallon tank on it. Ours is an upgrade to a 40-gallon tank, hydraulic tank. Plus, we have a skeletonized log lift on it. Lets all the debris fall through, but just to clear up any confusion anybody might have on that. White oak. Extremely hard, extremely durable, has natural tannins in it that prevent decay and provide an amount of waterproofing. Water does not like to penetrate through white oak. That's why whiskey barrels are made out of them, y'all, because they can actually char the inside of them to get that flavor and help that the distiller's looking for. Plus, oak, it's not going to leak. And so you'll get, even in direct contact with the soil, y'all, you're still going to get anywhere between 5 and 10 years out of white oak. And this is 1.5 inches, true 1.5 inches thick. The bed is going to be 7 foot long by 3.5 foot wide. Honestly, I was going to do an 8 foot by 4 foot bed, but I'd never be able to pick the thing up. And so without using equipment, and the idea behind this is to be able to build them for ourselves as needed, but to sell them. And to deliver something like this, I don't want to put too much of a strain on the two of us to unload. But you'll see it go together here, really simple. I've got the 4x4 corner post that'll be attachment points for the lumber. We're going to drill some pilot holes because, like I said, white oak's extremely hard and we don't want to split it, so we'll drill some pilot holes. before we run our self-tapping screws in. But y'all, it's going to look neat. Going to be some trim work done too, but we'll just get into putting it together here and see what you think. So I'll just go around and get all 4 corners put in. This is just bracing, and it's also going to provide an attachment point. We're going to put trim on the top of this, trim on the sides. It's going to look really good when we get done. Probably speed it up just a little bit and let you watch it as I get the build done. All right, y'all, so that's pretty simple, right? Just a rectangle with 4x4s in the corners for support. But we're not done yet. We're nowhere near done yet because we're going to put some dressing on the sides, some trim, and we're also going to put a ledger board all the way across the top. It makes a nice little addition for setting your plants on as you're getting ready to plant, or even taking a seat on, y'all, when you're doing work in these little raised beds. It comes in really handy. can see, I've gone all the way around the top with 1x6 oak pre-drilled on my holes and used galvanized nails on all the trim work. It's gonna hold up to the elements, and it just looks neat, y'all. It's rustic. What do you think, honey?
I'm trying to figure out why I don't have some of these too.
I'll tell you what, we sell a couple of these and I'll make you a couple. How about that?
Okay.
Maybe I'll make some for you anyways. Do you think that's a raised bed fit for a king?
For a queen.
For a queen? All right, raised bed for a queen.
It's very nice.
Thank you. You know, it's a fun little project to do, and that is a sturdy raised bed. You will get years of use out of that. And this bed is 12 inches deep, 7 foot long, 3.5 foot wide. It is easy to sit down on the ledge and work, reach to the center. They're just very easy to do. And the way I do a bed like this, you know, our beds are 19, 20 inches deep, for the most part, ours. But one like this, it's better than the little 6-inch deep beds. Those you might as well just pass on. Go ahead and get something at least a foot deep. And here is a economical trick to how you can get this bed up and running as soon as you get it to your house, or you build it yourself out of some sawmill white oak. Get you a bale of wheat straw at the co-op. Put it in the bottom, and then get you a couple of bags, the biggest bags that you can find at the co-op, of garden soil, and put them in there. Amend it with whatever fertilizer you use, whether it's organic or synthetic, and go ahead and plant. Soak it down good and go ahead and plant. That wheat straw will break down over the next year or two and just develop into compost. You'll stir it in with the dirt that you already have in there, the soil, and then you can add a bag here and there as you need it. And y'all, you can grow in this, just amend it every year with compost. You grow in it for probably 7 to 10 years, to be honest, even in direct contact with the soil, because that white oak is just designed to work that way, y'all. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us at the Piney Woods. I know you saw Lisa splitting wood in the background and probably heard it too, I'm sure, but y'all, we work around here. That's just part of it, and we're gonna get this thing on probably a marketplace or something and get it sold and let somebody use it. Guys, y'all have a good day, a great week. We'll see you on the next video.